Nothing is permanent, including the way you see things. What you believe to be the truth today is not permanent. And why does that matter for your leadership? Well, one leadership trait that you need to accept is that things are always changing and that we must grow as individuals to meet those changes. We must grow as leaders. We must grow as fathers, mothers, sons, daughters. We must grow as humans. I truly believe this. Growth is so important to who we are. Today, we're going to talk about leadership traits that your team wishes you had more of, and those will help you be the kind of leader that you want to be. My name is Gene Hammett. I work with companies that really desire to be a part of the fastest growing companies out there. They really want to make a big impact in the world. And the growth is not for them or their bank account. The growth is for their mission, what they're here to do in this world. And I'm here to guide them along that journey. Today, we talk about leadership traits. I talk a lot of companies. Today, I have 9 meetings with companies that will be moving their business forward. The reason why they're moving their business forward is because they want to be great leaders. They want to inspire their employees to think for themselves and to really go beyond that. Today, we're going to share with you 4 leadership traits that are just not as common as they should be. But if you are able to wrap yourself around the changes that are necessary for you to get closer to these traits, then you will be seen as a better, more effective leader. All right, let's get started. The first one is give up idea trademarking, which means just because it wasn't your idea doesn't mean that it's not a great idea. You've got to let others share their ideas. You can encourage them. This comes from an article that I've written that is in Inc. magazine, which I'll put the link inside this, but you will be able to see these 4 ideas in a different way. I wanted to create this video because, frankly, not a lot of people read, but also just to really re-emphasize the 4 leadership traits that are necessary for you to be a more effective leader. So give up idea trademarking. Let the best ideas win. Let people know that it's okay to share those ideas. Number 2, empower others. When you give them a chance to find their own way, they're empowered. If you tell them how to do it, they're just following the instructions. And you may think that's the best employees for you. But in this crazy world of change, you really want to empower them to think for themselves, find their own steps, find what works, what doesn't work, fail when necessary. Which brings us to number 3, embrace failure. Embracing failure as a leader will help you move forward faster. Avoiding failure actually slows you down because you get too timid, you get too comfortable. So you don't really look for the edge and the boundaries of what is happening. The most innovative companies out there, or even the slightly innovative companies, embrace failure. If your company does not pride itself in innovation, you still should be looking for places to fail forward. And that really is something I believe because I've seen it happen in my own life. I've seen it happen for my businesses. I've seen it happen for my clients over and over again, is those that are able to have a different relationship with failure, not avoiding it and really kind of leaning into it and having the courage really do create more impact in this world and have more influence as well. Let's wrap this up with the 4th one. Leadership trait is to bask in transparency. Transparency is something you really want to have with your team. You want them to be transparent with you. You want them not to hold back. You want them to truly tell you what they think of your ideas, of your leadership, of your culture, of your strategy, of things that aren't working out. You don't want them to gossip behind your back. You don't want them to go home and carry that stress with them to their house. You want them to go home with a sense of lightness that, yes, it's okay to be transparent and share that. Companies that I see that are growing fast are willing to be transparent. And they are willing to talk about financials. They're willing to share information that is necessary for employees to get the job done. If you are not willing to be transparent, you really are hindering the growth of your team and of your company. So that wraps up the 4 leadership traits that your team really wish you knew you had or had more of. And so I share this with you. Again, it's in a recent Inc. article that we'll put the link in, but also these leadership traits will help you be a more effective leader. So embrace the change. Lean in that not everything is the way you believe it to be right now, and see how you can evolve as a leader. My name is Gene Hammett. I work with companies that aspire to grow fast and to be leaders that really want to have clarity and confidence and courage around what they do. If I can help you in any way, make sure you reach out. And as always, lead with courage. I'll talk to you next time.